Welcome back to Girl Talk. We're going to be talking about diet myths next. So maybe you've heard that eating carbs after 6 gets stored as fat.
I've heard that.
Or maybe that eating small, frequent meals throughout the day keeps your metabolism going. I know I've heard that one too.
Yeah.
Well, our next guest is Torrey Penn from Diet Doc Madison, and he's going to straighten us out, separate fact from fiction. Thanks for coming in, Torrey.
Thank you, I really appreciate it.
We're really interested in hearing what you've got to say, so let's get right to it, starting out with the first one, carbs after 6.
Yeah, the biggest misconception out there is that if you eat carbs at night, it's going to get stored as fat, and it's total myth buster. I used to follow it back in the day before I did research and became part of my job, but the fact is your body doesn't know that it's 6 o'clock or whether it's 10 o'clock at night. All your body knows is that there's a certain amount of calories that you take in a day with protein, carbs, and fats. That's a maintenance level. You take that in, you're not going to gain weight or lose weight. Obviously, if you eat below it, you lose weight. If you eat above it, you gain weight. Doesn't matter if those carbs come in the morning, come at lunch, come at dinner, come at night. The biggest thing is at the end is that you hit that, whatever your goal is, that you hit that goal. So some people like their carbs in the morning for breakfast. Some like a big dinner at night. Some want to have a snack at night before they go to bed. It's totally fine. It's not gonna automatically turn into fat.
Okay. So someone that is limiting their carbs after 6 may only lose weight because they're eating fewer calories.
Exactly. There makes no difference if you stop at 6 o'clock or 7 o'clock or 3 o'clock in the afternoon. It's more of you're eating below what your body needs to maintain that weight. That's why you're losing the weight.
I've also heard that too much protein can cause bone and kidney damage. Is that true?
Yep, totally another myth that their studies were back in the 40s, 50s, 60s, and further studies have debunked that issue that, again, if you take in more calories than what your body needs on a regular daily basis, you will add weight. Doesn't matter if it's protein, doesn't matter if it's carbs, doesn't matter if it's fat.
Okay.
So the too much protein is not going to hurt your body at all.
So keep it simple.
Exactly.
Keep it simple, yeah.
Exactly.
Let's get back to carbs for a minute. I'm curious about carbs. So a lot of people do like the no carb diet, and one myth is that carbs are just harmful at all. If you can cut out carbs altogether, you're in good shape. Now, what's your take on this one?
Right. Carbs are not the enemy whatsoever at all. Now, some people function better with more carbs. Some people function a little bit less with carbs. But again, you have to have a nice circle things of protein, carbs, and fat. So a lot of times if somebody's eating a little bit less than carbs, they need to make up those calories with fats as well too. So carbs are not bad. There's some people that can lose a ton of weight eating a lot of carbs and need that during the daytime, whereas somebody else might not need that many carbs. So carbs in general are not bad at all. Carbs do not make you fat. It's the excess calories that make you fat.
Bring on those cookies.
That's bad.
Yes, exactly.
So let's talk about the one that I brought in with, and that was eating small, frequent meals keeps stoking the furnace. You know,
Right.
that's kind of what you hear.
Yep, you always hear that, and again, back in the day, I followed that. Every 2.5 hours you gotta eat, you gotta keep your metabolism going. Again, total myth. There's no data out there that actually has that. So whether you like 3 meals a day, whether you like 6 meals a day, it absolutely no difference. Again, it comes into calories in, calories out. Are you hitting your protein, your carbs, your fats in the day? So when I do plans for my clients, it's how do you do things now? Well, then there's no need to change. So, and again, a lot of times too is the more frequently that you eat, then the hungrier that you get because you've gone only 2 hours or 3 hours with this. Whereas if you have 3 meals a day or 4 meals a day, you have larger meals. So those larger meals actually tide you over a lot longer than a smaller meal every 2.5 hours compared to one big meal now and then 4 or 5 hours later another big meal. So
Would it still be wise, so since you can eat carbs, they're not the enemy, do you still want to try to be healthier by like eating wheat bread versus white?
again, a lot of people will say, oh, wheat bread's better for you than white bread. And yes, wheat bread will have a little bit more fiber in it, some micronutrients in it, but if you're eating fruits and vegetables on a daily basis, you're getting about the same amount of fiber and nutrients in there as the wheat bread compared to the white bread.
Okay.
And also white bread a lot of times is fortified with nutrients and minerals as well too. So again, if you prefer white bread and you're getting a well-balanced diet with your fruits and vegetables, you can have white bread versus wheat bread. It's not going to make you fatter, or it's not going to help you speed up your weight loss if you eat wheat bread over white bread. So if you prefer white bread, have at it.
Okay.
In moderation.
Right.
This. Calories in, calories out.
Exactly.
I mean,
It's always calories in, calories out. And again, with the plans, you have a range of protein, carbs, fats, fibers that you have to hit. As long as you hit that on a daily basis, wherever you want to get that from, you will get to your desired goal. There's no need to cut out anything. So.
Well, thank you so much. This is really interesting, and we appreciate hearing that.
No problem. I appreciate your time.
If you have your own questions for Torrey, you can check them out. Let's see, your website is pennfusionfitness.com?
Correct.
Excellent. Check out his website and get in touch with Corey. We're going to be right back with Bella Domasal talking about contemporary designs for your home.